If EKGs look like a bunch of random squiggly lines to you, you're not alone. But I'm about to show you how to read them step by step, without overthinking. Hey everyone, welcome back to PCU Prep. I'm Maya. And today we're breaking down EKG basics in the simplest way possible. Stay with me, because once you see it this way, you can't unsee it. What is an EKG? Let's make it make sense for you. Alright, first things first. An EKG is just a picture of the heart's electrical activity. Every spike, every wave, tells you what the heart is doing. So instead of seeing random lines, I want you to start seeing a story. The heart is either firing normally or something is off. The basic parts, this is your foundation. Now let's break down the main parts you need to know. It all starts with the foundation of the heart's rhythm. The P wave represents atrial contraction. Think of it as the initial push of the heart. QRS complex, ventricular contraction. This is the main squeeze of the heart. The T wave shows ventricular recovery as the heart resets for the next beat. That's it. Simple as that. Think of it like this. P equals the initial push from the atria. Think of the QRS as the main squeeze and the T wave as the heart's reset phase. If you understand that foundation, everything else in cardiology becomes much easier. Alright, here's the method I want you to use every single time you look at an EKG. 3 steps. That's it. Step 1. Check the rate. Is it too fast, too slow, or normal? Step 2. Check the rhythm. Is it regular or irregular? Step 3. Look for P waves. Are they present? And does each one lead to a QRS? If you follow those 3 steps, you can break down most rhythms without guessing. Now let's talk about rate. Normal heart rate for an adult is between 60 to 100 beats per minute. Below 60 is bradycardia, while above 100 is tachycardia. It's that simple. And you don't need to do complicated math. Just look at the spacing. Close together is fast, spread out is slow. Now let's put it all together. First, we check the rhythm. Are the beats evenly spaced? Then, we check those P waves. If the beats are evenly spaced, it's regular. If not, it's irregular. That's step 2. Finally, look for P waves. Do you see one before every single QRS complex? If yes, the signal is coming from the atria like it should. If not, something abnormal is happening. So remember, rate, rhythm, P waves. That's your system. Follow for more. Alright, before we talk about abnormal rhythms, you need to know what normal looks like. Normal sinus rhythm means rate is between 60 and 100. Rhythm is regular, and every P wave is followed by a QRS. The heart should fire organized from the SA node with a regular rhythm between 60 and 100. If all of that checks out, you're looking at a normal rhythm, organized right from the SA node. Bradycardia versus tachycardia. Now let's talk about how rate changes everything. Bradycardia, that's when the heart rate is below 60, spacing is wide. Tachycardia, that's when it's above 100. Spacing is very close. The rhythm can still be normal, just faster or slower. Focus on the organization. So if everything looks organized, P wave, QRS, regular rhythm, just ask yourself, is it too fast or too slow? Now let's talk about one of the most tested rhythms in cardiology, atrial fibrillation. Atrial fibrillation is irregularly irregular. There are no clear P waves, and the rhythm is chaotic. So if you look at the strip and it looks messy, unpredictable, with no P waves, think AFib. This matters because AFib increases the risk of clots and stroke. We need to catch it early. So remember, no P waves plus irregular rhythm equals atrial fibrillation. Lock that in. Keep studying, lock that foundation in, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let's test your knowledge. You see a rhythm with a rate of 110, regular spacing, and a P wave before every QRS. What is this? A. Normal sinus rhythm. B. Sinus bradycardia. C. Sinus tachycardia. D. Atrial fibrillation. Check the spacing carefully. The answer is C. Sinus tachycardia, because the rhythm is organized, just faster than normal. Practice question 2. Next one. The rhythm is slow, regular, and every P wave is followed by a QRS. What is this? A. Sinus bradycardia. B. Atrial fibrillation. C. Ventricular tachycardia. D. Normal sinus rhythm. Pay attention to the heart rate. The answer is A. Sinus bradycardia, because everything is normal, just slower than expected. Practice question 3. Last one. You see an irregular rhythm with no visible P waves. What should you suspect? A. Sinus tachycardia. B. Atrial fibrillation. C. Sinus bradycardia. D. Normal sinus rhythm. What does that baseline tell you? The answer is B. Atrial fibrillation, because it's irregular and there are no clear P waves. All right, let's bring this all together. Step 1, check the rate. Step 2, check the rhythm. Step 3, look for P waves. If it's regular with P waves, it's sinus. If it's irregular with no P waves, think AFib. Keep it simple, and you'll get it right every time. Quick rapid fire before we go. 60 to 100 thalmon normal. Below 60 thalmon bradycardia. Above 100 thalmon tachycardia. P wave, Dutch atrial signal. QRS, Dutch ventricular contraction. No P waves plus irregular rhythm equals atrial fibrillation. Lock that in. And that's EKG basics, simplified. If this used to look confusing, I hope it finally makes sense now. Drop in the comments. What rhythm do you want me to break down next? And if this helped you, like, subscribe, and share with a nursing friend. Next up, we're diving into cardiac meds. I'll see you in the next one.